Hello and welcome everyone to Newspaper Analysis Townhall. Today, 7th of July, we are going to see these topics. First one, BRICS Summit, which is being held in Brazil, and Prime Minister Modi attended the meeting. Second, according to a World Bank report, India is the fourth most equal country, which goes against the notion of India being a very highly unequal country. Second, employment linked incentive scheme of the government, which is approximately 1 lakh crore rupees scheme. We will see what are the various features. The next, Great Nicobar Project and the Environment Impact Assessment. Next, the cooperatives, 4 years of Ministry of Cooperatives. Okay, so let's start. So the BRICS Summit, which happened in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Prime Minister Modi attended it. The summit is important from various point of view. First one, the declaration. The issues which were discussed at the BRICS highlight the contemporary challenges which the world is facing, like cross-border terrorism, global governance reforms. We will see what are the various issues which are being highlighted. Second is the global circumstances, like for example, for India-Pakistan war. Second, Iran-Israel war. Third, Trump tariff. Trump tariff are basically a roadblock in the global trade. Recently, also Trump has tweeted and said BRICS following anti-American policies. If any country is supporting it, they will impose 10% extra tariff on that country. Okay, then multilaterals. The role of multilaterals like WTO, United Nations, what they are doing. Are they relevant today? We'll see these things. So the BRICS Summit, the expanded BRICS, 10 members. The original 5 were Russia, China, India, Brazil, and South Africa. And the 5 new members are Indonesia, Iran, UAE, Egypt, and Ethiopia. So the confusion regarding Argentina and Saudi Arabia. Argentina has refuted to join the BRICS, and Saudi Arabia has also not joined. So the confusion whether there are 11 members or 10, it is clear. There are 10 members. In this picture also we can see there are 10 members. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 members are there. So what are the various issues which are being highlighted at the summit? First one is no representation of Global South. Global South making approximately 2/3 of the population. There is no representation being given. Representation in United Nations Security Council. There are 5 permanent members, US, Russia, China, France, and UK. What is happening? The representation is one thing, and the second thing is if there is no representation, then there is no credibility. What is the credibility of such an institution which does not represent the Global South, the 2/3 of the population of the world? Credibility is not there. Second, the issue of cross-border terrorism is being highlighted, and the Pahalgam terror attack has been condemned in its strongest words, which India wanted at the SCO also, which did not happen. At SCO, there was no mention of Pahalgam attack, so India did not sign it. The multilaterals are outdated. They are the generation of 20th century, like United Nations before 1945s. Are they relevant today? Are they even doing anything? They're outdated. So there is a need of reforming the multilaterals. For this, what this summit has said that India and Brazil should get representation in UNSC. Double standard. Prime Minister has talked about double standards of West. It can be regarded to everything. Regarding to pollution, they have been polluting since last 300 years. But once a developing country starts growing, they make hue and cry about pollution. Second, multilaterals. Terrorism. If there's a small terror attack in US or say West, it is supposed to be considered as a problem for the world. As Jaishankar, the external affairs minister, said, Europe has to come out of the mindset that the Europe's problems are world's problems and world's problems are not Europe's problems. Okay, so these are the key issues highlighted at the summit in its strongest words. And after this only, Trump tweeted, not on the tweet, but his different social media account. He said, this is anti-American agenda, anti-American agenda. And any country who is going to join this agenda, we will impose a 10% extra tariff on that country. Okay, so let's see. US is saying this is anti-West, but we do not see it as anti-West. We see it as pro-global South. Earlier also, Trump has said if BRICS come up with the alternate currency, alternate to your dollar, then we will impose 100% extra tariff on that country. But India also do not want the alternate currency. Why? See, in BRICS, if there is going to be one alternate currency, who it is going to be? It can be Russian ruble, Chinese renminbi, Indian rupee being recognized as an alternate currency. That is not going to happen. So India is okay with dollar only. Whatever trade India wants to do with Russia or say some global South countries, it can do in rupee. Otherwise, it's doing in dollar. What is global South, by the way? Global South are the low income or developing countries, which are majorly lie in the south of the continents, like South America or Latin America, Africa, and Asia. This is global South. So these are the various issues being highlighted at the summit, majorly focused on global governance reforms and terrorism. Then let's see basics of BRICS, which can come in prelims any day and has come also in the past. BRICS, the idea of the BRICS was given by, in 2001, a British thinker, James O'Neill. The initial idea was of BRIC only. S was not there, that is South Africa was not there. According to it, these countries have the potential to emerge as an alternative to the global order. That is global order which is dominated by the West. So in 2009, the first summit of BRIC took place in Russia, which was expanded to BRICS. So the BRICS became BRICS in 2010. In 2014, New Development Bank was convened at Fortaleza Declaration. Its headquarters is at Shanghai. Shanghai Cooperation Organization headquartered Beijing and NDB headquartered at Shanghai. So you should not be confused with this. Now currently there are 10 members. We see the 5 expanded are Iran, UAE, Ethiopia, Egypt and Indonesia. Okay, so this is about the BRICS. Now with BRICS we will see this common goals also. What are these common goals? This is basically the visit of Prime Minister to the global South countries. First Ghana, then Trinidad, then Brazil to attend the summit. Then Prime Minister will also go to, I think is gone already, Argentina and then Namibia. So what various agreements have been signed with these countries to engage with the others of global South? Firstly, went to Accra, Ghana. Ties with related to India said that Ghana can become a vaccine hub for the West Africa, and various agreements related to the pharmaceutical, generic medicine, and increasing the cooperation between two countries. Joint mechanism has been set up. For Argentina, they have agreed to enhance cooperation on critical minerals and Argentina's vast resources of shale gas. So these critical minerals like lithium, these are of very high importance in today's world. So these agreements have been signed. And India in response has said to promote the generic medicine in these countries, and also various incentives, initiatives like coalition for disaster resilient infrastructure in these countries. Common good. Keep these terms: common goals and common goods. So this is all about BRICS and the BRICS Summit. Now let's move on to the next topic. This is a very interesting topic. According to a World Bank report, India has emerged as the fourth most equal country in the world. Fourth most equal country in the world. After, what are the top three countries? Slovak Republic, then Slovenia, then Belarus. And fourth is India. This is a big achievement. According to the report, the extreme poverty has fallen from 16.2% in 2011-12 to 2.3% in 22-23. So basically, India has made great progress in reducing the extreme poverty. See how inequality is measured. There a Gini coefficient is used. It measures inequality, how prevalent the inequality is. So score is being given from 0 to 1 to 100. Here it is written very clearly. It is 0 to 100 only. It ranges in the value of 0 to 100. 0 being perfect equal. It means if there are say 100 rupees economy and there are 10 people, then everybody is having 10 rupees only. This is perfect. This question can directly come in the exam. They will ask as the score increases from 0 to 100 according to the Gini coefficient, the equality increases. Wrong. Inequality increases. This is perfect equality. This is perfect inequality. That is, one person has everything. These are utopia, but score which is closer to 0, it shows that the country is more equal. India's score is 25.5 and it comes under moderately low inequality. So this is about Gini coefficient. This is about the report. This is about the top three countries. And India is way ahead of China, whose score is 35.7, and US, whose score is 41.8. So these are the major highlights of the report. This report can be contentious also because almost more than 20% population is poor in India, and inequality we see from various reports like Oxfam report also. So this report, has been debated and has been contentious, but this is a good thing. It is a report by the World Bank, so it is considered to be credible across the world. So it is going to improve India's image globally. Next is ELI scheme. Yes, this scheme has been launched by the government. The basic aim of the scheme is to create employment, and that too in manufacturing sector. The scheme is almost 1 lakh crore rupees, 99,446 crore rupees. What are the provisions? See, such schemes, it plays on two parts. One is employer, second is employee. Now to promote employment, both has to be incentivized. What the scheme says, an employee up to rupees 1 lakh per month income will be incentivized with a 15,000 rupees monthly 1 month EPF that will be added to his account, deposited into his account in 2 installments. That is to promote, to incentivize the employee. For employer, a 3,000 rupees contribution to EPF will be done by EPFO for 2 years. Per month for 2 years will be given to the employer. So employee and employer both are being incentivized. So the scheme is expected to generate more than 3.5 crore jobs over a period of 2 years and newly employed 1.92 crore people. Okay, what are the various, how various stakeholders has taken the scheme? Employers, what they are saying? Employers have welcomed the scheme. They are saying, see, manufacturing sector through an innovative approach which combines support of those joining the workforce for the first time for creating sustained employment. So both are being incentivized. But they also demand that the companies having less than 20 employees, they should also be included under the scheme. The very micro company, the small companies. Trade unions, all 10 central trade unions have questioned the scheme, except for this Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh. What they are saying, that their money, the employees' money, will be given to the employer, and in this way, the center is trying to give the money to the industries. And also, they say, what is the role of EPFO? EPFO is only custodian of savings. For example, if I'm working, I'm doing a job. So monthly, I contribute an amount to EPFO. EPFO only keeps it. It is only the custodian of the saving. So what is the role of EPFO in implementing the scheme? There should be some other agency to implement the scheme. EPFO has nothing to do with creating jobs. So a separate agency should be created. So this can come directly in your prelims, the features. So do remember these. Okay. Yes, the next article. Great Nicobar Project. See, a big project worth 72,000 crore rupees is to be implemented in Great Nicobar, in Nicobar. Various things which are included under this is transshipment port, an international airport, township development, and 450 megawatt Empress gas and solar power plant. All these things are going to be made in the Nicobar. So as we know, Nicobar is, a big high biodiversity rich region. So there are concerns of loss of biodiversity, tree felling, impacts on resident tribes because various tribes live there. So in this assessment, the major thing which has been considered is earthquake. Like an earthquake which came in 2004. Earthquake alone is not the issue, but the tsunami which is triggered by the earthquake, it becomes an issue. If you invest this much amount, you create infrastructure, and a tsunami comes, everything will be washed away. So the issues is earthquake and also the biodiversity. But the recent report says that earthquake of the level of 2004 and tsunami are very highly unlikely to come. So these are the things which the report says. This is a report by a private agency. Now we'll see what is environment impact assessment. Environment impact assessment. See, this is the region. This is Nicobar Island. Here it will be done. It is a major trade route. It is a way to Southeast Asia. This is Malacca Strait. So it is developing India's own trade route security, also countering China, providing a pathway to Southeast Asia. So this is strategically and economically very ambitious and very good project. But keeping two things in mind, the earthquake tsunami thing and second biodiversity thing. See, environment impact assessment. The aim of environment impact assessment is when a project is going to be happen, say for example 72,000 crore project in Nicobar. So the first thing we have to do is to assess what impact the project is going to have on the environment. If it threatens the environment, the biodiversity up to such an extent that it can risk the extinction of those biodiversities, then we don't need such projects because there should be a balance between economy and environment. So this is the aim of environment impact assessment, to examine the possible environmental consequences of the implementation of a project. It is legally mandated under Environment Protection Act 1986 under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Under this, there are various stages. Stages like screening. Screening, first of all, we'll see whether environment impact assessment is required or not. Then scoping, up to what extent it is required. Then public hearing can be there. Okay. Then various data collection. Then analysis of the impact. So all these things are being considered in the environment impact assessment. There are two types of projects. First is category A. If a project falls under category A, then it has to be approved by the union government. Then category B projects are again divided into two categories, B1 and B2. For B1 projects, state government approval is required. For B2, no approval is required. So these are the projects where environment impact is going to be least or none. Environment impact going to be little lesser. Here, high environment impact. So this is how the projects have been divided into various categories. Okay. So next, cooperatives. Recently, 4 years have been completed. Ministry of Cooperation, which was formed in 2021. So here the Home Minister and also the Cooperative Minister, he highlighted the importance of the cooperatives. Amul is a cooperative we all are aware of, and its turnover they are saying is going to be 1 lakh crore next year. This is how a cooperative can grow. What are cooperatives, by the way? Cooperatives are, first we will write and then we will understand. Voluntary, democratic, autonomous institutions, or say group by members. For example, there are 10 people who do not have the capital to start a business. So what they do is they all come together. Okay, we will make a cooperative. For example, say Amul will start getting, milk from the rural households and will sell it. Or we will also produce a good. It can be service also. So the members are the owners. Also the members are the stakeholders in this. Okay. In this, the Home Minister, the Cooperative Minister has highlighted 5-point roadmap for the growth of cooperatives. First, 5 P's. You can remember it by 5 P's. P, 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 P. First is people. People meaning initiatives which are going to be taken, they should benefit the ordinary citizens. Ordinary Indians should be benefited. Second, primary agriculture credit societies. There are more than 2 lakh primary agriculture credit societies. The name primary agriculture credit, which gives credit for the agriculture at the small level. PACS growth. Third is platforms. Rather platforms like digital platforms, digital infrastructure, policy reform, and prosperity. Prosperity not just for the individual but also for the community. So any question comes on cooperatives, we have to write these 5 P's: people, PACS, platform, policy, and prosperity. And the 3 principles which he has highlighted is transparency, technology, and keeping members' interest at the center. These 3 things, 3 principles and 5-point roadmap. This is going to be good keywords for your means. What are the various constitutional frameworks and legal framework for the cooperatives? Constitutional frameworks. 97th Constitutional Amendment 2011. Various changes. Article 19. Article 19C में the word cooperative was included. Second, DPSP. Article 43B was introduced. There is an entire part 9B under Article 243 ZH. So start होते हैं, they go up to 243, I think Z, T or U. Just check it. So these are the various constitutional provisions related to cooperatives. All of them were introduced in 2011, 97th Constitutional Amendment. Also, there are 2 types of cooperative societies. First one is single state. Second is multi-state. That is a cooperative which is spread across more than one state. So the single state, they come under the state list of Schedule 7 and they come under the union list. So these are the constitutional provisions. And for legal provisions, statutory provisions, there is Multi-State Cooperative Societies Act. Cooperative Societies Act 2002. According to this, multi-state cooperative societies are regulated by central government. These are the various nitty-gritties which can be asked directly in the exam. It has been asked earlier also in prelims. And single state, they are being regulated by the state government. So this is single state and multi-state cooperative societies, various constitutional framework and 5-point roadmap being given by the cooperatives minister. So this is it for today. I hope you are studying good. If you have any issue regarding any clarification on any article, you can ask in the comment box also. So we'll see you tomorrow now. Okay, thank you.